stop staring, be quiet. Look at me, there I go, choking on my silence. And I don't think you want me cause I wanna keep it private. And I don't think you know me if you're not one of my 5 friends. But it's my own fault, I can't give in. I have to go, suck up on the top. Interest in my grab though, too many
Hey guys, I am about to go pick up the boys. I just did my second look. Oh, it's so pretty. My second look for the Verona? Yeah. Trying to be productive today. I really want to get the last look done so I can turn around and get them posted tomorrow because tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Just not realizing how crazy my hair looks. But yeah, paired it with Haunting, I think it's just Haunting liquid lipstick from Black Moon Cosmetics. Guys, my head is like so many different things. I've had so much to do that I haven't really been vlogging a whole lot. I'm going to like check in at some point and let you guys know about some books that I've been reading. Yeah, for the most part, this afternoon is going to be filming and spending time with the family. Not really doing anything else because we got so much done last night. We finally got their like Valentines and Valentine boxes ready for their parties that are happening tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a really busy day, so I probably won't vlog a whole lot on Valentine's. But both boys have Valentine's Day parties, and thankfully they're at different times, so I can do both of them, but it's just going to be a long day. But yeah, I actually made their Pokemon Valentines. And then James printed them out, and then we attached crayons to the back. Honestly, it was because we procrastinated, and when we went to look for Valentines at the store, there was literally like 2 options that the boys did not like. So we had to get creative, but their boxes were perfect. Pokemon, you know, looks like a Pokeball. And I really like how the Valentines turned out too. They're so cute. I love the Pokeball that says like, I choose you, Valentine. It's so cute. But then we did the other, or some of the Pokemon characters as well. And the boys absolutely love them. They're so cute. And that means like the kids in the classes will be able to like color them. And then the boys colored a few like for their teachers and like the teacher's aide and stuff like that in Axel's class. And we put like little tumblers together with some candy and stuff for them. They're so cute. And today we have to get the boys' Valentines that we usually deliver at the school. I don't really know, like, the idea of walking in the parties with those and like tons of kids attacking me gives me anxiety. So I'm thinking about just like having them in the car for when the boys get into the car, and that way like none of the kids feel left out either. I don't know, I just always feel so weird about it. Yeah, that's kind of the plan for today. I have been reading a lot, and you guys probably have seen some of my videos, or at least seen some of them posted. I always feel so awkward vlogging in the car because I'm just like, if anybody sees me, I'm just talking. But I guess people do have Bluetooth in their car when they talk on the phone. It also doesn't help that this road is so bumpy, so like whenever I'm driving, in the video you just hear like tapping noises. I have finished a couple of books that were not a part of like actual videos, and then I'm currently listening to the audiobook Thanks for Listening by Julia Wieland, and she actually narrates it too. Narration has been phenomenal. Like I was told it was really good, but I was still like skeptical. I'm not really like a big fan of audiobooks. Like I have to really be in the mood, and I feel like a lot of the time when people like act out voices, it just kind of like throws me off. And I kind of got that vibe with her too when I first started, and I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna like this. But as it's went, I've actually really enjoyed it, and I'm not too far into it. I don't even think I'm halfway through, but if you didn't know, it's about a woman who dreamed of always being an actress, so I'm assuming there's going to be more come to play with that as we go. But she started narrating books, and then and I think a lot of them were romances. She got into some type of accident that we don't really know much about at this point. But it's kind of made her not like romances, or not like, I guess, like happy ever afters and stuff. because she feels like she won't get that. Without giving too much away, she's run into an issue where she could use the extra money, and she's offered, I guess the term would be co-star, in a narration of a kind of like a book, but it actually is like a podcast, about a story though, and she plays the female, and then there is a guy who plays the male role. And so their narration back and forth is also like they're talking, and they're kind of both like, what's the term? Like, they use private names so that nobody knows who they actually are. So they don't really know who each other are either, but you can kind of see like the chemistry between the two of them. So yeah, that's as far. I'm not going to give like a lot of spoilers. I just kind of wanted to give the gist of it. But I had to mention this because I'm at the part, if you have read this, so they've just been like texting, and they've heard each other's voices, obviously, because they will send each other like their parts to like play off of or whatever for the commentary and and the narration of things. But the funny thing is, he mentions, like, oh, technology, we can actually like talk on the phone instead of like texting all the time. And so she's like, oh yeah, sure. And then she starts texting him again to ask like, okay, when do you want to do that? When would you want to like schedule like a phone call? And at that time, like, her phone starts like ringing, and she like throws it across the counter, and I'm like, this is so me. I'd be like, no, I don't do phone calls very well. Like, like, I have to prepare myself. You have to mentally be prepared to talk on the phone. Okay, I'm back home, so I'm like in studio lighting now, so you guys can kind of see the look maybe a little bit better. I don't look so like the car. The angles are just not it in the car. But anyways, I did get a vlog up today. Check it out. Last week I did the X's and O's readathon, and so yeah, I vlogged my experience, so check that out if you haven't already. But I edited that, finished it. It took me, I wanted to have it up last week, like when the actual readathon happened, but it literally took me days, you guys. It's like, I think like 50 minutes, like almost 50 minutes. So it's a long vlog. Grab a snack. This one is probably going to be long with my rambling as well. But I feel somewhat accomplished because I did that, and because I did film a look. That's nice. I'm trying to rack my brain though. I've been trying to like organize the rest of this month on my calendars and like, what I still need to film and stuff. And I'm trying to think, like, this look is so pretty. Like, I want to film more. I want more videos with this look in it. But you guys, I am stuck on this audiobook. I do have thoughts though. For one, blah blah. It is like an inside joke of what she calls her grandma, who is currently like in like a assisted living home. I love her. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. She is so funny. The sad part is I don't really know like her diagnosis or anything, but you can tell like she has like dementia or like early onsets, to where she's like starting to forget people or forget certain things, and so that aspect's been really sad. But I love her character so much. But the other thing I want to say is, okay, the main character, I'm really liking her, and I'm liking like the main male character as well. And I like, don't get me wrong, I do like the chemistry. I like that, like, where things are going. But I have to say, and if you've read this book or even listened to the audiobook, let me know what you think. But like, I think I really like, and we don't really get to see his perspective, so I don't really know who he is when he's not talking to Swanee. But I like Swanee a lot because like, just her character in general, like, you can tell like she's very independent, she's strong, she's career driven, she's very ambitious. I overall really like her character, and I almost get like the same vibe from him, that he's like successful and he likes his career, but at the same time is kind of like questioning things, and just like, I hate putting on this persona, so you kind of get to know like or see like a little bit more of like him personally, to where I love those aspects of them. But These people seem so mature and like, sophisticated and all this kind of stuff. But when they text each other, you guys, I sometimes it's not bad, but other conversations, I'm like, are these like adults or are they teenagers? That is the fine line I feel like I'm walking across right now because I'm just like, I really want to love this. I really want to give it like a good rating, but it's really throwing me off and I'm not liking it. I feel like the closer they're getting, they're finally like talking about like meeting up. So I'm like, okay, maybe it'll be better. But yeah, it's just like a really weird vibe that I'm just like, oh no, it's like the rating is plummeting a little. And I'm like, no, go back up, go back up. But yeah, I'm addicted though. I keep wanting to listen to it because I just can't wait to see where it goes. The book's separated into like parts. I'm currently working, I think, on part 3. I've listened to like 3 hours, I think, of it today. Most I think I've ever have in one day to an audiobook because again, I'm just not an audiobook girly. I love actually reading or if I have an audiobook going, I'll maybe listen to like 20 minutes in the car or, just like 10 minutes while I'm waiting to pick up my kid from parent pickup, that type of ordeal, but not like hooked, stuck listening for 3 hours. Like, but it's also kind of leaving me in like a situation because I'm like, I really need to like dabble in research for caffeine and crime. So
I'm not struggle because I'm fucking shy. I never wanna show my face sometimes. And I got trouble looking people in the eye. Cause when I do, I just forget off. I wanna do it, I'ma feel like I'ma die. I prefer to stay inside with the lights off. Text before you call me because otherwise it might fall through. Any social, but I hide it so well. The crowd's getting loud, I'm a vibe in the stairwell. Cause it's my own fault, I can't give in. I have to go suck up.
I should have seen that coming, but I actually didn't. I was actually really confused about what was going to happen, why there was certain characters involved, and all of that. But I don't know if it's if it's because it's the audiobook, or if I would have caught along a lot sooner if I was reading it myself. But either way, you guys, I have been so invested. I have been listening every chance I get, which hasn't been a lot because, like I said, we've had to do a lot for today, which is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. You guys are going to see this probably way after Valentine's Day, but still wanted to mention it. I stayed up late journaling, and I'm regretting it now. So I had to fix myself a latte. I almost went to Starbucks, but I was like, I just need to get home. I have so much to do. The boys' Valentine's parties are later today, so it's just gonna get really busy. And but audiobook, I'm listening, I think like 1.5 speed, and I have about 2.5 hours left. So I may even finish it today. It just depends. I'm gonna listen to it in the car, so I have to like literally drive to Axel's school for his Valentine's Day party, and then drive to Roman's school for his, and then drive back to go pick up Axel from school, and then come back home. But I have the boys' Valentines here. We ended up just getting their buying their Valentines, and I'm just gonna set it up here to surprise them for whenever we all come back home, because I think we're gonna be timed to where we're all going to be getting home at like the same time. So I'm like, perfect. But they were really excited this morning, getting their Valentine's Day shirts on and their boxes. Everything turned out so cute, and dropped off some snacks and stuff for the party. So now I just have to bring in a few more things for the teachers that we made. But besides that, I am exhausted. I am all Valentined out. I'm actually kind of bummed. This is the first year, me and James, the past 2 years, since we don't really do like a whole lot for each other during the year as far as like gifts go, because like if we want something, we'll just get it, or it's just that type of deal. We don't really like wait for the other one to like get it for us, I guess. But the last 2 years we've done like full Valentine's Day like surprises where we set a limit for each other, and then we're like, okay, we just shop for each other, and it's always a lot of fun. But my anxiety with it is always like through the roof. I think I even mentioned it last year. Like I was just so stressed out about it that this year. Literally last night I thought of it and I was like, I'm so sorry I did not get you anything this year. Yeah, it's just been too busy. But don't get me wrong, I'm excited to go see the boys for their parties and stuff, but sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, let's just make it through this day and then we can relax tonight. But I'm gonna get some laptop work done. I need to start editing my video because I really want to get my 3 looks with the Verona palette up today for Valentine's Day because I'm doing 3 looks, but I still have to film one of the looks. So I guess I'm going to be rocking said look to the Valentine's parties today. So I'm not going to be able to go too ham with this look, but I need to get it filmed soon. I got to leave here around 12:30 and then I won't be back home pretty much until after both boys' parties. So busy afternoon, so I gotta make the most of this morning.
When I'm not shy, and I don't wanna show my face sometimes. And I got trouble looking people in the eye, cause when I do I just forget all. And when I do it I'ma feel like I'ma die.
Today's look, this is look 3 with the Verona palette, and I really played up, this is the Nomad one I've already talked about, but I really played up the pink side again because I want it to be like subtle because I have, you know, the school Valentine's Day parties, so I'm very casual. I'm literally wearing like black leggings, t-shirt. I just needed this look to be casual. So still wanted to pop in. I have been editing all morning. I got look 1 and look 2 completely edited. Came in here, filmed look 3 so that hopefully I can turn around and edit it. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna have time. It looks like I'm gonna have to finish editing later because I have to put all of their, I have one more video to film. Or part of a video to film, just a book review really quick. And then I need to put like all their Valentine's Day stuff in there together. So it's like a big surprise when we get home from school, and then head out for the first party. And I'm hoping I don't forget anything because I feel like I sent most of it with them this morning, but I'm like, there's still like some things I have to make sure I remember to take with me. But I also have to leave somewhat early so I can get decent parking to get out and be able to like zip to the next party. So yeah, thought I'd at least check in with you guys. The book is like, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna go either way at this point. Like it's cute, but I'm also kind of feeling like it was so built up for me, and then now I'm just kind of like, okay, like that's just it. We got that one moment where I was just like, okay, you shocked me a little bit. I didn't see that coming. I should have, but I didn't see that coming. But now I'm just like, there's just nothing else. And I mean, like, they're cute. Don't get me wrong. But now I just kind of feel like the book is just like at a standstill for the rest. So I'm just kind of like, you know, we will see. I have an hour and like, I think it's just an hour and a half left of it. So we'll see. I'm hoping to finish it today so that tomorrow I can start another one because my books are almost due at the library and I think I still have like 2 that I need to read. So crunch time.
When I'm dead and gone, I hope you're there to share my story. If you hear this song, no, it's not you, it's me, I'm sorry. I don't wanna be the reason why you make this little lie. What's the point of having pointless conversations for one night? Cause I'm shy, I never wanna show my face sometimes. And I got trouble looking people in the eye. Cause when I do I just forget and when I do it I'ma feel like I'ma die. I never wanna show my face sometimes. And I got trouble looking people in the eye. Cause when I do I just forget and when I do it I'ma feel like I'ma die.
Alright, you guys, it has been a long couple of weeks. So we not only had Valentine's Day and things just kind of like got busy there in itself, but we had a a night at the local skating rink here for one of the boys for their school. They had like a school skating night. So we had that the following night after Valentine's. Then that same week, it was the 100th day of school. I don't know how this worked out, but we had snow, so the days kind of got a little scattered. But we had Axel's 100th day of school where he had to dress up like an old man. And then Roman's 101 day of school where you had to wear spots. So I just, last minute, we just took a white shirt and just did felt adhesive dots all over it, just cut out dots and put all over them. This was honestly like last minute. I mean, we did kind of find out about it last minute from both schools. So, well, Romans we knew for a little bit about the spots, but we procrastinated that. But Axel's, I just kind of had to pull together an outfit, and he's very particular, so it took a lot of convincing, but they looked so freaking cute. And Axel was like holding his back, saying his back hurt because he was an old man. And he was also afraid that since he was a grandpa, he was gonna die. So that had a lot of comedy to it, but was also a little dark. He definitely has my dark humor. Oh no, your back's hurting?
You're my diet.
Axel, don't say that.
Oh, how do you keep saying that?
After that, we kind of just had like a casual 4-day weekend. We had a birthday party, and then it kind of went casual. Like, then it was more relaxing and just like, now we can breathe and enjoy the rest of this weekend, since it was President's Day, I believe. Yeah. And then the teachers and, staff and everything had a collaboration day. So the boys got a full 4-day weekend. So I've been reading, but yeah, just kind of like chilling and just enjoying some time at home because we've been running like nonstop, I feel like. But today I made a strawberry smoothie and I finished reading The Bodyguard.
Story. If you hear this song, no, it's not you, it's me, I'm sorry. I don't wanna be the reason why you make this little lie. What's the point of having pointless conversations for one night? Cause I'm shy, I never wanna show my face sometimes. And I got trouble looking people in the eye. Cause when I do, I just forget.
By Catherine Center, I believe. So cute. Where have I been on this book? Like, so many people are just like, oh, this is such a cute book. This is such a cute book. Honestly, though, I have to say, like, I feel like the last chapter or two, I'm like, nah. Like, I think it gets 4-star rating for me because of, like, the last, like, couple of chapters. And I'm not gonna lie, like, reading the beginning of this, I'm like, oh my gosh, this poor girl. Like, her boyfriend is literally just, like, dumps her, like, the day after her mom's funeral, and it's just, like, just constantly, just, like, the comments he makes about her, like, degrading her, tells her she's a bad kisser, which I kind of felt like that was, like, a little, like, a childish insult, and she really took that to heart. But then everybody else is constantly just like, she's gonna be like a pretend bodyguard, or not an actual bodyguard, but a pretend like girlfriend, so that the famous guy's parents don't know like what's up or whatever, that she's actually a bodyguard watching him because he doesn't want to like scare his family. And just all of her like friends and coworkers and ex-boyfriend who've been with her for a long time are just kind of like, you think she's gonna be able to pull it off? I'm like, oh my god. And then the guy that she starts like, obviously something's going to come about them too, that she's like protecting, he literally like just calls her ordinary and just like, I don't know, it's like, what is up with these backhanded like comments? Like, Jesus. And so I really thought I was gonna DNF or hate this book, honestly, but her job being a bodyguard, not really like, you know, like a bouncer, you know, but like she goes and she can like process the scene, and what they do is they try to find danger before danger like happens, pretty much. So like that whole thing, like her career wise and how like career driven she is, I absolutely loved it, and it definitely got better. It was a really, really cute read. The camera cut off on me and is yelling at me that I ran out of room. So don't mind me as I casually switched my phone. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to end out this vlog because I know like I've been filming this for a while now, but I did finish another book, and yeah, it was so cute. I definitely would give it 4, but I don't think 5, just because I felt like it got so cute and there were so many things, and there was twists and turns too that I was not expecting. I was like, oh no, and then, you know, things like kind of like turned back around and stuff. But I liked that because I feel like a lot of the time with romance or rom-coms, they're so predictable and you know what's gonna happen. You're just there for the ride. But with this, she did, you know, throw in a couple of curveballs here and there that I really liked. But yeah, the people though were just so like crass. Like, I could not understand the way they were like talking and like the comments they would make about people. I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, ended up being a cute read. I'm glad that I read it. And while I do like the ending, it's the type of ending where like the author just kind of like lets you in on like their future and like everything that unravels and stuff. And while that's cute in some situations, and I'm like, okay, you know, I like to know like what happened to these characters and, you know, that type of ordeal. At the same time, I kind of feel like at that point, like it would have just been cute, like leaving it the way it is and just being like, you know, that's it. Because then it just becomes like a lot to process and you're like, oh my gosh, now I know their whole life story. But I feel like it was decent rom-coms this week, pretty decent ones. I've also been reading a little bit of smut that I am also currently filming, so stay tuned for that. And then this next week, I'm going to be taking a break from romance and diving into some horror and thriller and some darker books that I can't wait. As much as I have really loved the romance era, I'm excited for a break. But thank you guys for watching another vlog. I will be back soon with some more videos and content, so stay tuned, and I'll see you in my next video.
I can't use it.
I wanna do it, I'ma feel like I'm a